sipping, I'm sipping, I'm sipping, I'm sipping, I'm sipping, I'm sipping, I'm sipping.
Sipping, I'm 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 sipping. Sipping, I'm 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 sipping.
This is Sipping with Sammie. I am Mr. Fly Shit Only, the one and only Sipping with Sammie. Sam Malone, Barstool, Rug. If you ain't sipping with Sammie, you ain't sipping right. Please get your fucking life together. That part. What's up with y'all, man? Yeah!
Get your life together.
Happy Thursday. Happy hour. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell somebody that we fly. Something. I'd appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in, for tapping in. Actually, the audience has been great lately, so I just want to say that at the top of this. We appreciate y'all, man. We got a lot of dope stuff coming your way. We appreciate y'all for tapping in before we even got to do more fly shit. That's fly enough. But today, once again, but in a different capacity, I have Love and Then What podcast, man. What's up with y'all?
Hey. How y'all doing? What's up, lovers and friends? I am Mr. Everybody, and to my left, camera right, is Maur.
Hey.
To my left, camera right is... See, that was so technical and professional. I just talk. I don't direct. Anyway, how y'all feel tonight, man? Y'all good?
Fucking feel great, bro. Got a kid on the way. It's been a couple of weeks since I've been recording the podcast, so I'm fucking hyped to be in front of a camera again and talk about whatever I want to talk about.
I heard that.
It always feels weird when I'm away for longer than like a week. I get like antsy. Like it's kind of my therapy. Like going to the gym's great. You know, getting drunk's great. Eating fast food's great. All these things are great. But like
all these things that go against the gym. But go ahead.
Yeah. Like whatever you want. Like sex is great. Jerking off's great. All these things are great. But when you actually like get in front of a camera and just get to say whatever you want and just laugh the whole time, it's fucking great.
When you start a podcast in the first 3 minutes with a black man and say jerking off is great, you have a lot of freedom on camera.
I feel very.
It's actually hilarious because like I work out at like a gym and it's like
and
primarily...
she's our first white lady ever, so let's make some noise for that.
I was the first, and I was the first white guy. So first.
Oh yeah, hey, thank y'all for helping me break down the boundaries.
White people, huh?
No, you know what's crazy? We forgetting Gretchen. Why do we forget Gretchen? You're second. You're number 2. She's number 2, but we still applaud you. But go ahead.
When I work out at like a primarily black gym, and my trainer came on the podcast and they're all like, Maur, we can't watch that shit. It's gay. I'm like, they're like, we got 4 minutes in and all I'm hearing about is jizz. I'm like, dude, I know.
Y'all go viral every week.
Sorry.
I don't understand why people are so scared to talk about like funny. Like these things are funny to me. Like the things that certain groups are scared to talk about is crazy to me.
Well, see, there's a thing.
Certain groups.
There's a thing.
I'm not like
which is where the well come in at, right? But there's this thing, and it's not so much a stereotype because I know plenty of white boys. I went to Roman Catholic. I hung out around millionaires. But a lot of y'all lean into gay humor. Like now the pause thing is big, so not so much. But every once in a while, a black guy would tell a joke that was kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
But like some of y'all, that's the only thing. Even in the movies, it's like the whole movie is a comedy, but it's all gay jokes.
Well, we just had Mike on.
Mike was just on.
And
Michael
Mike's what the hell? Santini? Is that his last name? I can't remember. But
what did you say? Mike was just on.
Yeah, she just said Mike. Like everybody hears Mike is Mike.
Okay, there's this guy Mike. He's gay, and he was on, and they were like multiple times. I'm just like looking at Mike, like is he gay? Like what is your gaydar saying? Because sometimes mine goes both ways, and also about Justin.
I just picked up what she was saying,
and I'm like, what?
Am I gay?
I'm like he has a girlfriend and like a baby on the way. Like I don't know. And then Mike called it homoerotic.
So
right?
So he was being polite.
Yeah, he's like I don't think he's actually gay. He's like I think that he just likes.
I got my sense of humor from Jackass and CKY and those guys growing up, like Novak, who's been on, Rab, who's been on, Viva La Bam, Johnny Knoxville. All those were guys that broke down the barriers of like people being scared of saying like being around gay people. I'm not scared of being around anyone. So,
well, see, no, that's not the thing. It's the, and we wasn't specifically talking about you, but she actually brought it to the fact that you actually do it quite a bit.
He does.
But it's like it's some people's default. Like some people's default is to act tough. You know what I mean? It's but
my default is that gay.
Yeah,
honestly,
you get anxious and a gay joke pops up and you spit it out.
Yep.
It is just like, that was funny, so I'm good.
Yeah, I don't know what it's just my sense of humor. It's been my sense of humor forever. It's how I grew up. It's who I am innately. Not gay.
I love this being the first conversation.
Yeah, well, it's just like, let's get it over with. The first time you've been
on my platform.
And stay here. It gets better.
And if we're going off what Maur,
first time you came on, you out in your boy.
If we're going off of what Maur said, all of her black friends do not like the podcast because we talk about gay stuff, and everyone in your audience, I'm assuming, is presumably heavy black.
Yeah, probably quite a few black folk listening.
Please stay. I'll
That's what I'm saying. That's why I started there.
Listen. I got y'all here to be y'all. We not tripping. But if I acknowledge some shit, just know I'm acknowledging it.
It's like your viewership is like.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
they're scared of it.
See, they still got me to balance out him.
Good.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
we'll
be fine. Because at least I can make it comical, and they'll be like, yeah, say that. At least say that. You know what I'm saying? You can't just let them say that. Just say that.
Yeah, right.
You know, there's a balance of things. But how long have you two been co-pilots?
Has it been 2 years yet?
No.
A year and a half?
Yeah.
Somewhere around there. About a year and a half. She came on
half.
as a guest, and she said shit that was crazier than what I said, but her humor is the fact that she doesn't know what she's saying is funny.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think I said anything.
So she says stuff, not knowing it's like crazy for a girl to say.
What do you mean for a girl to say?
Like a guy would talk about jerking off in a tanning bed. That guy want to be in a tanning bed.
He asked me questions and I just don't lie.
Yeah,
so I just tell the truth, and then the truth is crazy apparently.
Well, y'all go viral off of your truth a lot of the times.
Oh God, please. I know.
Sometimes a lot of y'all biggest view videos is you talking.
I'm like, remove tag.
Maur doesn't lean into like good clips. Like she runs away from them so fast. She's like, as soon as any
no. Your definition of good clips and my definition of good clips are different.
100,000.
Me too.
Yeah.
Mine is.
Yes.
My good clips. All right. So how do people watch the podcast? They have to click it. The way this works is you click that clip because it's really funny. Then you might watch the whole podcast. Like your guys' clip that went viral. A lot of people went to the YouTube channel and commented underneath, I'm here from TikTok. Because that clip was so good, because you guys were so like, it was just such an endearing clip. Like, because you said black meat, black, or whatever. However you said it, I can't remember. But it was talking about you guys being an interracial couple. Like, that was a good clip because a lot of people watched it. That's what makes a good clip.
Yeah, well, my clips end up like the last one that I had to remove myself from was this one about Michael Vick. First of all, I couldn't tell you 5 football players. Period. Like,
what did you say about Mike?
Well, they said first off it was Dumpy and Malik Joe. So sports guys, okay? Mm-hmm. My dad left when I was like 12. So like I don't know what you guys want from me, but like I don't have the sports answers for y'all, okay?
What did you say about Vic?
So they said also backstory is I have a pit bull and he's like my slime, okay? That is my twin. No, I did. I did. But I that's all I have. That's all I got. So like they're like they were like, Maur, who's your least favorite football player? And I said, I didn't even say his name. I said the one that made the dogs fight.
Oh, all right.
I didn't even say he killed them. I just said that they made them fight. And then the comments started going crazy. Like, there are NFL players who rape women. I'm like, okay, they suck too. I don't know what to say.
That's a fact. But you see, the funny thing is, you prefaced this one with saying that you have very little information on the subject.
That's what I'm saying. Like, don't ask me.
Did you preface that statement, or did that clip?
The whole episode is called "Daddy Wasn't There."
Did the clip I forgot about that. The disclaimer. If the clip don't have your disclaimer part, exactly.
Because he's trying.
I know what he's doing.
Paint pictures.
I wouldn't probably put the disclaimer in there either. But the funny thing is, even just now, she didn't even know his name, and she said she only knows about 3 football players.
Like, you asked me who my favorite football player is. I'm saying like Donovan McNabb. That was like 2005.
No, your favorite is Jalen Hurts because he's hot.
No. You think mine? I said he's hot. He's not my favorite.
Oh, I thought he was definitely your favorite. You always
sees him on social media.
Yeah, he's just fine. Like. I just like when everyone's feeling good for their team and excited. But so then the comments started going crazy, like white people this, white people. I'm like, this has nothing to do with me being white.
Extremely fast.
Because sometimes y'all care more about dogs than people.
I actually do 100%.
That's actually the theme.
You can hate me 100%. I care about dogs way more than people. They're way cooler.
See what I'm saying? So it gets weird sometimes because it'd be like, well, yeah, he shot a dog, but the black man got shot across the street from there. Nobody said shit.
No, I would say also say shit.
I hope so. I will hope so. No, that's why you're here. Because you would say shit.
She's here to say that. I'm here to say dogs are better than people.
Yeah, well, you said people, so we good with the generalization.
Oh, it got real racist real fast, which was crazy.
So I
but
just had to see myself out of that tag.
no, I understand that because
it's just like, you know, people can paint pictures of you straight off the internet, and it's like, if you don't, like, no.
you have a life. You're still a person.
Yeah, and like, if this doesn't work out, like, I need to get a job somewhere that's not McDonald's.
Talk heavy.
You know?
I like it.
So
if you guys ever want to come to Maur, just come
But
with
he threw
me.
you in the fire, though, by the way.
all the time.
Right to the wolf.
My friends will text me and be like, what's good with this? Like, why do you let him do that? And I'm just like, then my gears start going. I'm like,
Shout out to
why
Theo.
do I?
What does Theo have to do with this?
Theo used to take a little umbrage to how he used to edit some shit, too. He said it one time on the pod. Well, I don't know if it was yours or mine. I think it was the day we double potted. That's another thing I had a bone to pick with you.
What?
She been there how long?
Year and a half.
How come you never around when I come through?
Fuck if I know.
She's
I think
racist.
it's intentional.
Yeah, right.
She cares more about dogs.
Sometimes I bring my dog to the podcast.
Yeah, he's a fucking menace.
Yes, just like his.
Do you have a dog that you have to pick up when a real dog walks by?
No, my dog is like so cool. Like,
What kind of dog you got?
I have a pit bull.
Okay, cool.
You want to see?
She has a real dog. Oh, you got a nice pit. Hold
And
up.
he wears a Cuban.
He wears it. Okay. Okay, can you see this?
Sammy, do you think I can get some ice, please, sir?
Ice? No. So
Okay.
no, I got you.
Ice, no.
A dog would get me
See
ice.
the dog?
Yeah, he's
Honey,
cute.
shit.
And
Dog
that's
would
like
have got you
my road.
ice. What kind of shit is you doing on my podcast, yo?
He's like my road
Trying to
dog
get cracked.
too. Like, he's like gone to LA with me. Like, he drove across the country twice for me. Like, he's my bestie.
He was your DD?
Well, one time he got in the car with strangers and went, and then the other time
Why are you putting your dog with strangers?
I had to go first to get us a home, and then I needed to bring him to me, so I had to like go online and Uber my dog basically across the
You
country.
got a lot of problems, don't you?
See what I'm saying? Like, I ain't Ubering the dog nowhere. Don't nobody want him. I know where to drop him at.
No, I want him.
I
Literally, me and my ex-boyfriend got him together, and like when we broke up, I was like online, like looking up like pit bull like steroids, because I was like, all right, I'm gonna make him like the littest dog ever, so that my ex, this is like, I'm like 21
so
years
most people
old.
when they break up, they want to get really
Time.
well, like they want to get in shape to make their ex jealous. You're like, I'm gonna get my pit bull in shape.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna get
Bro, you beat me to it. I was trying to let her finish first.
no, cut
You
her
really
off.
beat me to it. I'm sitting here like, you wanted to get the dog.
Yeah, I was like looking
Diesel
at
to
like
make him jealous?
yes.
The dog had the revenge body.
This is strange.
Yeah, I know. But we didn't end up getting him on steroids, but he's still lit and he's my favorite. So that's
how-
why I said that about Michael Bay.
How many followers does your dog have?
Mm.
More
My
than you?
sister, no.
Dog don't go viral.
She had the
as
choice.
much.
My sister locked me out of my dog's Instagram. No, my dog has like probably like 12.
Why
or
you got so many
1300.
custody issues over this dog?
I know.
Dogs
Well,
are important people.
No, well,
They're not people.
when I moved to LA at first, she like watched him for a couple months.
Yo, people kidnap dogs like that all the time.
So I gave her the
The
password,
so she can
and then
post the
she
pictures.
lost it. And then now like we can't get into it. So sometimes I think about making him a new one, but I usually just post him on my own. But he has fans for sure. People will be like, "Your dog, like I love the picture." I'm like, "Yeah, he's lit."
What's the best picture of your dog that people like?
There was one like when he did have an Instagram, I set him up this when I was in school at Temple. I set him up like he lets me do things to him. Like I have a clothing brand and my whole website is like me modeling my clothes and things like that.
You
and
gotta fix that, but okay.
that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, it looks like a fan page. So like if I cannot use myself for like something, I use the dog. And so like all my
So you'll just drape
sunglasses,
it sunglasses.
all my sunglasses and stuff, like he is the model for the sunglasses.
So
like
if
he's
you
lit
have
like
a
that.
pit bull sized face, these will look great on you.
Yeah, and I do.
Yo. So it's just the same as if you had a boy.
Yeah, basically. But
Oh my goodness.
yeah, so I don't know. I love dogs. So that was the last time that I got in trouble and
you
that I
had to
removed
get rid of
myself.
that. You
Yeah.
said, we're not doing that today.
I'm like, no.
But I respect that though. Like your mental sanity and like you said, you're a person. Like Fuck that, man.
Yeah, and I'm like legit like the most
Boo that man. Boo.
Bring it on.
Do I had a boo?
I enjoy the hate. Like it's crazy how much I enjoy when people like. If you want to make fun of her, you don't have to. Just make fun of me the whole time. I enjoy this shit. Like people message me all the time, angry, and it's cool with me. It's whatever. I don't care. I'm not sensitive. You are not going to hurt my feelings. I promise you that.
I am sensitive. It's like my superpower.
Your superpower is being sensitive.
Yes.
Only in the bedroom is that a superpower for a woman.
Oh shit.
Why would that be a superpower in the bedroom?
Because then you can finally
You're gonna
come
go
and
crazy
stop not
no
coming.
matter what, right?
Do you guys want to let him out? I feel
I mean,
like
this is your first time here. We could just block him out and just talk to you.
It'd be funny you just crop me out of the entire.
I mean, you know, we working on 3 cameras. And I ain't bragging, but you know, everything's possible.
right.
Cancel me.
But the funny thing about it is, part of him saying that he was ready to come back through and he wanted to bring you on was he said, "I promise I won't drink too much and I'll answer your questions," because I've been on the platform multiple times, right? One of the times we double potted. So we did
One for you guys, one
them
for
first,
Uh-huh.
and then me.
Yeah.
And I was really drunk.
So by the time we did me, he done asked me everything that went viral, shit that I don't even be talking about. We answered everything. He got to my pot and deflected
Like,
every single fucking question.
I was
for
drunk.
damn near 2 hours.
I don't even remember doing this. So let's go.
I
Ask
was
me questions.
so pissed.
Pressure me. Ask me questions.
I was so pissed, yo. Like, you ain't just do me like that.
Oh no, he probably did.
Ask
No.
me. Ask me.
He's
what
like clueless though too. Sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
to what?
Like, socialing.
Socialing.
Socialing is
Socialing.
hilarious. This clip is called Socialing.
Socialing. Socialing.
Yes. It'll be like you think that like he'll be like, oh, this is fine, like da 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 da, and then it's like later if you're like, okay, this is why that wasn't fine. He'll be like, oh.
It's never happened once. I just bow down to women because women control the fucking world.
You would not let her get that off enough times for her to be confident in that statement, just so that she could get control of the world.
Yeah, I've
fuck are
literal
you,
no
Beyonce
control.
You just giving women control of the world. You Beyonce daddy.
What did you want to ask me that I deflected? Like, do you have a question
Bro,
in mind?
I don't even remember it, and it's probably not even relevant. And you know, on here, we just really kick it anyway. But there was so many things that was coming up because we had the dynamics of Saf and Theo. And, you know what I mean? And all of that. So there was certain things that was coming up that you swing the question around.
Right.
You know what I mean? Once the topic is like everybody gives feedback. And when it gets to you, you would tell us how nice Theo was. And we would be like, what the hell just happened? Like, no, let me tell you about Theo, though. Like, what the fuck? Bro,
We're not talking about
that's
that.
the homie. We're drunk already together. I was drinking shit on their pot. I don't drink because they had a mystery bucket full of little miniature bottles.
Oh, this was a Halloween episode. So on the Halloween episode, I had a pumpkin there, and then every like 10, 15 minutes, we would say trick or treat to the pumpkin.
Mind you, I'm
and grab a shot.
blending episodes. I'm mixing up the multiple times I've been there, but I've done all type of shit on his platform that I don't do. That I do not do. I had a mask on a podcast that wasn't my own.
I forgot about that. I forget so
crying.
many things that I've done. And I do
Like,
have a
the
thing.
bull is wild. So when
I
he
know.
DM'd me, it was like, is this, that, and third? I'm like, it's cool because it shows me that you remember that I said that. And I appreciate that. Two, like, I never got to meet you and talk shit to you and kick it with you.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, at least we'll have a different dynamic this time. At least I know somebody that will answer my questions.
Yeah,
I'm still
I'll
here to
try.
answer.
She answers everything. She started the pod saying, I'm just honest.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. I'm like, sorry if you don't like my honesty, but I'm
So
not gonna
honestly,
lie.
when he said, yo, I'm going to need you back full time.
Who?
Me.
When you said
Because she said you was a guest.
oh yeah,
And then you turned up on him.
yeah.
And then he was like, I need that.
Yeah. Well, they also kept calling me the white girl Theo.
You were the white Theo?
I'm the white girl
And
Theo.
she was-
yeah. And,
Well,
and
you keep
Theo's-
saying girl, but...
and they would say
No,
Theo's the black eye Mara.
Right.
Yeah.
They were like the same person. They would, because they all.
But then we had our birth charts read by an astrologer, and like a lot of our like
You're the same dude.
yeah, kind of.
dude!
Like,
dude,
Theo is
dude, it was
a-
the Spider-Man picture.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
literally.
Dude.
Theo was like
You just
Like
tucked in
I would
your
be
head.
like, I would just call him and be like, I would bitch him out about things. Like him and I didn't give a fuck. We would just go off after each other.
And it was fun because they always agreed no matter how stupid they sounded. and they sounded stupid to me every time against me. So I was always the enemy no matter what I did.
2 against 1, and we sound
I'm not
stupid.
going to lie.
That's crazy.
Go ahead.
The numbers,
go ahead and lie.
No, the numbers and the people kind of lean me against you.
You're agreeing with the girl with pink hair?
What's wrong with pink hair?
I just got my hair done. How's it look?
Your hair looks great.
Deflection!
you.
Deflection! We're here for questions.
No, I answered the question already. I said what's wrong with pink hair? And I think her hair looks great, by the way. So that actually double answered your question.
That was just a
It's
compliment from Maur. That was just a compliment from Maur.
On my platform.
That was a compliment from Maur. That's all that was.
I mean, why not compliment the woman? She's here.
He's been waiting.
Don't do that.
The whole world compliments Maur.
All right, and I'm sure she has times where the whole world is on her fucking shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
See,
She's.
I'm not liking that y'all got matching eyes and shit. I don't even know what's going on. This is weird.
I've never.
That's really
If you would have
Yours
asked
gray and
me,
his is
buddy.
blue, or are they both blue? No, they both blue.
If you
Yeah,
would have
mine are
asked me,
blue.
Muddy, or to save my life, what color eyes does Mara have? I would have never gotten that right. I would have said brown, 100%.
No, you just say the color that you write on
What?
your applications.
Brown eyes is crazy. Like,
never-
what about
You
me
and
says
my-
brown
You
eyes?
and my eyes is ridiculous.
Like, I'm
That don't even make
basically
sense.
translucent. Like, what do you mean brown
said I'm
eyes?
I've never looked at her
Translucent.
eyes. That's crazy.
Yo,
I noticed so little.
I've never
about other
heard
people.
somebody be translucent before. That's crazy. That's like a Halloween costume.
It me.
Yo. Oh, this is amazing. I'm learning so much.
White people don't notice each other's eyes. That's what you noticed.
I mean,
You don't notice a lot, actually. Is
yeah,
what we
I
noticed.
know you have blue
Oh,
eyes.
You just add it to your list.
I don't notice things at all, honestly. Like I don't pay attention to like what people look like at all. It's
So
crazy.
back to my question. When he said you're a
He
keeper,
edits clips of me. He looks at me while he's in my face. He sees me on Instagram. He doesn't notice what I look like. That's what he just said.
that's
it's pink,
amazing.
It's pink hair.
She gave a all non-creepy list though, so you're good.
An all non-creep. Oh yeah.
Non-creepy
As a-
list.
Yeah, I'm not.
As
creepy.
much as you like to talk crazy, that she didn't give any of that in that list. So you good. You good. But back to like, all right, so now I'm keeping you. What was your thought? What was your approach? I always wanted to do a podcast.
Well, so I had a podcast
Okay.
that I just didn't, like, I just never.
You weren't consistent.
Yeah, like when I lived in LA, I was consistent. And I would be on my P's
How
and
long
Q's.
ago were you in LA?
2 years now.
Okay.
Yeah. And so,
Oh,
but
so
at
this
the
was
time,
fast.
yeah, at the time that I
It's
moved
transition
back,
time.
I think I came on in like, I feel like April or May maybe.
Probably May because you were in shorts, so it was. Warm
Yeah,
out.
it was warm out. And
Mhm.
so I was like back in Philly for maybe like 3 or 4 months.
I remember clothes.
But I think you saw me from Nuggets podcast.
Yeah, and then we went to Nuggets podcast live. Nuggets host on Q102.
Shout out Nugget.
So I was on my friend's podcast. Like once I moved home,
Mm-hmm.
I just would like go co-host with them.
Dope.
And then like randomly. And then they had like a live show and Justin came to the live show. And then not long after the live show, I went on their podcast. And then they were like, yeah. So next week. Well, actually what happened was we had our episode, whatever. And then the following week, Theo like called out like an hour before they were supposed to record.
Shout out Theo.
And it was this girl Lizzie that was coming on, and Justin hit me up and he's like, yo, like, can you be at the studio in like an hour to like co-host with me? And I was literally at the gym on the treadmill. I was like, fuck yeah, like I love this. This is what I want to do. So
And the showers are right there.
didn't even hit it. Like I ran home, changed real quick, and went to the studio.
Oh, so you came in musty on your first day.
Probably.
All right,
I mean,
all right,
my
all
musty
right.
is like rosy, you know?
And I have like
I mean,
a knack for.
everybody's is, right?
I have a knack for like finding people that would be good together, like talking. Like Mara was good with Lizzie. Like I like to have people on that are similar. If I have more than one guest on, I have a knack for finding people that are like have similar personalities where I think they'll.
I
mesh
made a
really
lot
well
of good guesses. I
About-
might be good at it, but I'm not giving myself that credit yet because then I'm gonna fucking break the streak.
Yeah.
But I've made a lot of good guesses.
I think
a
I
lot
would
of
be.
good pairing.
I think I would be best as like a producer. Honestly,
Hmm.
I'm a good host. I'm good at asking questions. I ask crazy shit.
As
and-
much as you like to talk, you would just limit yourself to being a producer.
I think I would be a great producer. Honestly, like if I ever had to take a step back, I would be really good at producing and editing, similar to what Kay's doing right now.
My advice, if you were to be a producer, is to start with stepping back. Before you interject, see what it is completely.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because it's hard for me to give somebody advice on what they should do. I can only tell them how to do what they do better.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And I think that's most people that's honest about people that are creatives and that are talented. And when you overdo that, it gets weird. And talent has no problem dropping projects and moving on to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get 80% through an album, and the artist will be like, I want to start this one. I'm over that one.
Right.
You're like, it's
it's like
$5,000
ADHD
on beats.
Yeah.
$5,000.
You're like eyes twitching. You're like, hello?
We ain't talking about making no money yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, we still got to recoup what we did.
Right,
well, I feel like that's
or at least let somebody hear it.
What we were just talking about before we started the episode, in the sense of like, Justin is like more, like that's more his vibe of like looking at like the analytic. Like I'm more of like the flow girl. Like I'm just like, yeah, it's cool. It's
my feeling.
Everybody's rhythm is different.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like I know there's a lot of personalities mimic, and this is the people that are probably less talented or original, but they mimic their favorite radio personalities. Like I can tell what station you listen to by how you talk on the radio.
What podcast inspires you?
I watch a lot of podcasts. My expert opinion, Mav Hoffa, who's a battle rapper that started a podcast to talk to battle rappers, and now he has politicians and shit coming through. He got Kennedy's coming on his podcast, like in a barbershop. That's crazy.
Now, do you watch full episodes or do you only watch clips?
I watch both.
Okay. Maur, what about you?
I just watch clips.
I watch so many clips that when I watch the episode, I'm like, you damn put the whole episode out in clips, but I'll still watch it.
But I think that's a good idea.
Unless it's a topic that's dry, I'll fast forward through it, but I usually still watch the same shit I already watched. See,
the problem with that, so I agree. A lot of our episodes, we do 5 clips a week.
We do 6.
So we used to do 7. It was a lot.
We do 4 to 6.
You do 2 clips.
You talking about on YouTube?
We do 2 clips and we do 5 shorts.
Oh, 2 clips and 5 shorts.
Okay, but like, can't you use a short as a clip?
So what a clip is a longer extension of the.
That's what I realized when I was saying it. Like,
wait, what is the difference?
So what a clip is what you will put on YouTube. It's a longer form with all context given from the clip. So say I cut out all your ums and likes, and you say I cut out things that matter, which is mostly likes and ums. So those will all be in the clip. So there could be a 10-minute clip conceptualizing everything that happens within a short. Right. A short's something that you want 30 to 45 seconds. That's what you want. That's the prime real estate.
Right.
When it gets to a minute, it's too long. So you cut back. But sometimes clips have to be a minute just because all the context's in there.
Sometimes shorts have to be a minute.
But yeah, for the whole clip, that could be 10 minutes long. Like when we had Rab one, for instance, I should have definitely made clips out of that, but we stopped doing that because I felt like it muddied the water of our YouTube channel where you couldn't figure out what the full episode was because there were so many clips. But now that we have thumbnails that are actually visible what the full episode is, this is nerdy shit, I'm sorry, but
no, it all counts. SEO shit, like all of that matters. Like if you watch people that take this shit seriously, usually when the clip drops or the episode drops, if you look 6 hours later, it's not the same picture on that fucking clip or episode. You know what I mean? It's been updated. They
changed it to what they think what people will like the most.
Yeah. Got it.
So it's like all of this is different, whatever. But go ahead. Your point before that was?
I don't remember what I was talking about. I mean, the point is that a clip just gives you more context. A short or a TikTok or a reel is not meant for full conceptualization of what you're saying is. It's meant for the highlights of what you said, the funniest possible things you could have said. It's taking out the likes and the ums and the maybes in your conversation and cutting down to what actually was said in that 10-minute conversation. So when people get mad, it's like, I cut down your likes and ums. I didn't cut down the whole clip. I cut down 10 fucking minutes into 30 seconds. You know how crazy that is?
He's minimizing. I swear I was about to say that.
I know he is.
He is minimizing. Because he'll put words together.
Yes.
No, I don't do previews anymore.
Different sentence.
He has done that with the previews every time.
I haven't done a preview in about a year.
But
no, we said what you've done. I haven't been on it. The last time I was on it was a few months ago.
But
no preview.
Also, you highlight your Einstein moments, and you don't highlight other people's Einstein moments.
You be having Einstein moments, and he don't be giving you your Einstein moments.
Einstein is my pop-up.
Oh my! That's why she got the pink hair.
I give her no. All right, let's everyone attack Justin. Let's all attack the white man, right? So
you're not going to do that when I'm the minority here, as usual.
Oh shit, you are. No, but
as usual.
No, but
I'm the same.
I give her I give her the whole video ahead of time and say, "Tell me what you want me to clip," and once every 2 months she'll give me, hey, clip here, and I'll clip it happily. I don't have Einstein moments. I just ask questions.
No. Because for instance, like the one thing, like my shirt just got stuck. I'm like, if you see something back there, you have to tell me by accident. Anyways,
I think you're pretty covered though.
Okay. For instance, like a couple weeks ago, he put out a clip and it was like, what do you think is wrong with dating these days? Mm-hmm. And he said that people don't want to settle. I said that's going to make me throw up. Because what? But we were saying similar things, but like no one got to see what I said. My thing was people don't decide what they want. They just take what they can get or what's accessible to them. So I think that the problem with dating is that people don't decide on their like non-negotiables or like things that they want or things that they value in themselves and then also in other people. And I think that that's what eventually leads to settling in some regard.
Okay.
So I have this watch.
What's the age difference here?
She's 5-6 years younger than me. So I have this watch, right?
So
I'm just starting to wear this watch. And every time I record a podcast with Maur, when she goes into a long rant, it says your stress level went up. Every time.
That is fire.
She's literally like my sister. Like I get
That's
like
not only fire, it's telling.
Like we get annoyed with each other so often.
It's telling.
But she said we don't get annoyed with each other.
She didn't say anything bad. She said you didn't include an explanation.
I had a relaxed reminder whenever she does it.
This is amazing.
It tells me to relax every time she talks.
Look at him. He's actually getting red.
Oh my god. I think it was really funny.
He's purple.
It's fun. It's funny. I just had to throw it out there. I had a relaxed reminder when she was starting to talk.
I'm just saying. But how true though? Like I think that's actually like Justin's like you need to settle. I'm like, no.
People need to learn how to settle.
That's not people need to learn how to decide what they want and then like actually value that and be trusting that will come for them
not
eventually.
Even that it'll come for them. No, see that's
or like that it's
proactive.
But that it's accessible. It exists. Like you want something, in my opinion, because it exists. I don't care if it seems crazy or whatever, doesn't seem likely or realistic.
Well, some of y'all lists are fucking fantabulous and it will never happen. Like some women have lists that don't even match them or reality.
And that's the other thing. When what you just said, that don't match them. Mm-hmm. Exactly. It's like, how are you going to ask for an honest man when you're not an honest woman? Mm-hmm. Or like, how are you going to ask for someone to be affectionate when you're not affectionate? Mm-hmm. And it's like, if you just focused on yourself and like looking at your list of the things that you would appreciate in a partner and like becoming those things yourself, then you're just going to attract that by virtue of like attracts like.
At some point, but see, then the clock gets put on. And women always got a timer running.
Oh, I know.
Whether that's how long they want to be single or
how long you have to make a baby or your clock is ticking.
How about the fact that like the reason that most women go back to somebody they already fucked, they be trying not to get too many bodies and they know they promiscuous.
Revertigo.
Man.
Well, that part too.
Women know for a fact
that
if
is
they
also
got somebody that they supposed to fuck, they're going to be out here fucking.
But here's the other thing. Like the whole body count thing, please don't get me started on it because it's just
hers is so
women,
high.
I'm talking about from a women's point of view. Women have said like, I'm not kind of trying to keep adding notches on my headboard.
No, I get it, and I know it's a real thing.
Yeah,
and it's like it's recycling,
Yeah.
like, and I'm pro recycling in that way to a degree, but at the same time, it's like, why does that even matter? Like, you are a grown ass adult woman, and it's like. It's 2023 now.
Well, see, the thing is, years don't change people's morals and what they was raised on or what they understood or planned for themselves. So at the same time that you might have an understanding that fuck what society thinks about me, you also care about what you think about yourself.
Right.
That might not apply to sex for you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
I think it's like, I forget exactly who. When we were talking earlier about like what podcasts do you listen to and things like that. Like,
I never even got through that, but let's go.
I have a tendency to like listen to certain things like on repeat, basically. Like there's this one audio that like I literally listen to every single day. It's 30 minutes.
Okay.
And it's Earl Nightingale. It's called The Strangest Secret. And he like talks about like planting the seeds and like watering, like whatever you plant is what will grow type vibe.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I just feel
manifestation is real.
But he also talks about like a lot of our beliefs and like what we like look for in the world isn't what we look for. It's what
we expect.
We're told to look for, or
exactly.
we were told exists. So it's like
right.
when you start to like do the inner work of just like, is this actually my belief, or is this someone else's belief that I've adopted?
But everybody doesn't live for themselves, and certain people don't have the luxury of living for themselves for whatever reasons.
Right.
But like, there's a lot of women that I know for a fact, and we even see them on these podcasts and stuff talking about it, that like they running wild, and they have ran wild, and they've lived or whatever have you. They'll tell you, I think my dad still think I'm a virgin. Bitch, you 32 years old. Like, they are different people to their people. They're still adherent to a certain personality, to their social group, family, church, whatever have you, and those things seep into other areas. There's also a gossip train that can follow you when you do certain things.
Well, that's the other thing, yeah. And that's what we were saying, like the one episode when we were talking about body counts, like I was just saying, like, for me personally, growing up, it was like sex is for marriage, sex is for making a baby, like it's not for
all
pleasure. Yeah, like, you know? And
Mormon.
so basically, like my mom's just like a cute
That's
little
damn near
Catholic
every religion,
woman,
but
you know what I
nowadays
mean?
it just feels Mormon.
And so I'm just like,
Mormon.
that was how I was raised. So for like a long time, like earlier when he said the thing about me coming, like I had a really hard time coming when I was like first having sex. Honestly, for the first like almost 6 or 7 years of me having sex, because I just had this programming so deep in like my subconscious
that you're not
that
supposed
like
to enjoy yourself.
that like I couldn't, like it was fun, it felt good, but like
No,
there was
but
I
you
didn't
wasn't
even
fully
know that there was an end for me. I just thought that it was for men because that's what I
The
you know what
engineering of the whole situation.
yeah, like I had no idea that was even an option.
Well, at least you had fun.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, yeah, it's good, but guys would be like, what's good? I'm like, this, it's great. And they're
Nigga,
like,
like-
no.
So why I can't tell?
Yeah, they're like, why are
Motherfucker.
you not? And I'm like,
Because, you know, I'm ready to get out of here as soon as you are.
but it's just like, you know, these like past beliefs that are like pushed down. And what I was saying about the body count thing, it's like, you know, when you're in high school and stuff, like you're saying, people change or people don't. But like, if you're in high school and you're running amok and you literally caught 20 bodies between your like sophomore year and senior year, it's like,
Ain't
Are
shit
you
left to do but
counting
get
that?
married. I mean, you know, but see,
it's like people change, and then
but
it's
see,
like,
the
but
thing
they
in
don't.
high school, and this is what I be telling women. And first of all, y'all lie to each other all the time. Second of all, the girl at the high school table telling all of y'all sucking dick is the worst shit in the world sucked everybody on the block of the football team already, and she just wants prime real estate.
Well, sometimes, and that's the other thing.
That's
Like,
9 out
how
of
do
10
you
times.
know? Like, some people, you can
We
just
be
lie.
We be knowing.
Girls and guys could just lie.
Mhm.
Like, and then it's like, if you're fucking
I'll-
with someone and they're telling you, like, oh, I only have 3 bodies, and you're like, well, my homeboy said that they fucked you, and there's 5 of them, and the girl's like, well, I didn't. So
learned
now
that-
what do you believe?
I learned that lying on your dick was corny around 13. I think I tried it at 12. I probably did it once. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, I lost my virginity at 12. On
That's
one night
crazy.
stand out of state. I was in Connecticut.
You lost your virginity at 12?
Yeah.
How do you
That's
have a one night stand in
wild.
Connecticut at 12 years old? Connecticut is such a weird. Why were you in Connecticut?
So
That's wild.
a friend of my family had a family function. Somebody in their family turned like 80 or some shit. And I used to be a tag along. Like, when they used to go places, they used to take me.
Mhm.
So I went. And the way, you know how houses is when it's a bunch of kids in the house, at the end of the night, the adults are downstairs cooking and drinking and talking shit. The boys are upstairs where the video games is at. The girls is in the basement. This is where everybody
Right,
sleep
like
at.
play dress up or something.
Oh yeah, y'all do y'all thing, go to
Yeah.
bed down there, use the couches in the basement. We upstairs, we got a couple rooms, and you know that
Was
way
she-
they know that we separated.
Was she 12?
Huh?
Was she-
She was 13
Probably
or
older,
14.
yeah.
Okay.
She wasn't a virgin. But the twist was like, she was after the party. She was like, "Yo, come downstairs." So I slid down like right past all the adults. So they're assuming it's no boys downstairs. I spent the night downstairs that night.
That's wild. I was like 18.
All right, so how many other girls were in the basement?
Like 6, 7. Like
I'm guessing you guys
literally
were on the couch.
had to wait till everybody went to sleep. Nobody was peeking. Like it was a whole thing. Turn the TV off, see if anybody react. Like it was a whole thing. And she was coaching.
Did you guys have a couch?
She was
or
running
what
the
was
play.
it?
I was just following orders.
Were you guys
I
on the
started
couch?
out in my ball shorts, huh?
So where did you guys do this at?
On the couch.
Okay, and how many people were on the couch? Just you guys?
On our couch, nobody.
Okay, everyone else was on the floor or on the couch.
She knew what her play was. So she, like, you know what I'm saying? She invited me down. I didn't know what was going on. I thought we was kicking it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm going to spend more time with her.
Yeah,
I like
and
her.
it's like you probably,
Like,
you're
I like
probably just
her.
like, yeah, she's cool. Like,
I'm had somebody out of town. My girlfriend ain't never going to be. You know
You're
what I'm saying? Like,
You went
that
down
type
there
of
with your
shit.
Pokemon cards, like, I got a Charizard.
There ain't no social media and nothing. It's like, yo, this happened. This is, if I don't call her, don't nobody know we talk.
right,
How old are you,
right,
Sammie?
right.
Now?
Yeah.
41.
Okay. This is even crazier then, because, like, so the 90s you were basically growing up.
He looks like younger than me.
I'm not saying he looks young. I'm not saying that.
No, I know.
I'm saying the way he had
saying
sex.
in
Y'all
general.
are having two completely different reactions. They have nothing to do with each other. But go ahead.
See,
That's
this
what I'm
is why
saying.
the stress. This is the stress.
Yeah, that's the problem.
It's like beep, 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 beep,
Don't
beep,
worry
beep.
about what she's saying. She just gonna say it.
Yeah, she just says things.
Yeah, she just
That
gonna
don't
say
have to
it.
make sense.
Let her say the shit.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, y'all both good. I heard both of you. Go ahead. But what you saying? Because yours is longer winded.
So like I feel like back when I was growing up in like the 2000s, 90s, it was like American Pie was the thing where it was like more relatable, where a guy wouldn't even have sex in high school until prom. Like it was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have sex in high school. You were having this shit in like the 90s, like at 12 years old is crazy to me. Like because I
When
would
was your virginity?
18 after high school.
We was all lying at that time. By the time I was in 9th grade.
Why does everyone react like that when I say when I lost my virginity? Can you
Because
just-
you're a boy.
By the
Okay.
time I was in 9th grade,
It's harder to have sex.
if we got out of school early, I went home with something. And then by 10th grade, after I transferred and while I was playing AAU, my mom didn't get home till 4:30. We got out of school early. I went to Catholic school. So we could get, if she cut school or leave school early, we had the house for 2 hours, and a half hour before my mom get home, the van pick us up to go to practice. We used to walk out to the van with girls trailing us, and the whole van would be like, yo, every time, yo.
Did you ever have sex with a girl in like their Catholic uniform?
Yeah.
Oh,
hell yeah.
that's so hot.
We had a sister school. And I was just, man, I got asked on both proms my second week in the school.
I never went to prom.
I went to every prom in my neighborhood.
I signed up for 10 and went to 1. Or 2. 1.
I always partied too hard. That was my prom in high
Every
school.
time I
partied.
told a girl I would go on a prom, my mom would be like, well, you got a job, right? You can pay for it. I'm like, well, shit, I ain't paying for all these proms. Yo.
Yeah. You're like, no.
It's the most humble brag of all time.
I mean, I was tall. Like, I played ball. Like, you know what I mean? It was
Right,
different.
right,
like,
right.
And I went to Roman Catholic High School. Like, I learned when I got there that shit means something different in the city. Every Catholic school in the city look at that school different, but like just the alumni and the prestige and the shit that we're able to do is crazy.
When did you realize that height was
Was a factor?
It was a huge factor in you getting laid.
I always knew because I'm the only boy on damn near both sides of my family. It's a couple boys on one side, no boys on the other. Like the ones that was there was never around. But I had a bunch of older girl cousins. They used to be on the phone all night, passing the phone around, talking to boys, calling boys back to back, running the same game on 5 different dudes, putting me on the phone with all of them. I always knew height was effective. They always talk about
how did that factor with your cousins?
yeah, like
How did that factor with your cousins?
with my cousins
Like, he
because they
heard
would talk
them.
about boys around me all
Like,
the
oh my
time.
god, he's so tall.
Yeah.
It's the first and last thing any girl talks about with a guy.
But
I
the
don't-
funny thing
And they
is, I
always say that-
always told girls, you probably missing the 5'6" blessing. Like you've X'd out a majority of the population because you want somebody 6'2" or taller. That's crazy.
Well, I always think about that. Like I'm 5'7", 5'8", depending.
So all you need is 5'9", 5'10".
I mean, I'll take 5'7", 5'8". I
Right.
don't, if they're like gang, you know what I
Right.
mean? Like I'm like, okay, like I just fuck with you.
I'll
Like,
give Maur that. She has said that. I don't know if it's true or not, but
No, it's true.
she has said this where she does not care about height. Most girls,
I mean, I care to a degree, guys. I'm not gonna like stand here and breastfeed someone while they're standing up.
But you
like,
know what's weird about women the same way? Like, all right, flats or drums?
drums.
It's all fucking chicken.
right,
It's true.
right.
But
Like,
I
you know how many
I know,
girls
like,
I know that
either one.
don't eat the other at all?
I suck at eating
Like, you know
chicken,
how dumb that
period.
is?
How do you suck at eating chicken?
Off the bone, you can suck at eating chicken. It's a real
Some
thing.
people don't know how to clean a chicken
Literally
bone.
or figuratively?
No, literally. When I worked at the barber shop, they used to make fun of me all the fucking time. They'd be like,
Because you can feed a kid off of what she leave on a bone.
yeah, they'd be like, just give me your chicken when you're done. I'm like, okay.
Oh, that's the best part of having a girl around is they don't eat their food.
No, what
I
girl?
get that's second dinner.
What girl?
My
I
girlfriend.
can't relate.
I eat half my shit. That should be gone.
Second dinner's the best when you go out with somebody to eat and you know they're not going to eat. You're like, oh, I can't wait for second dinner.
Oh no, get it now. Get it while it's hot, baby.
Oh, it's still happening at the same time. I'm just saying I'm getting what I'm eating and then also what you're eating.
Yeah, no,
Because you know
what I'm
they're not
saying
eating.
is your dynamic is the opposite of mine. That's all I'm saying. I ain't
Kay's the
telling
second
you-
dinner
He's like,
person.
I'm not
all
telling
I'm
you
saying
you're
is,
wrong.
can't relate.
Me and Kay can never go out to eat
I
together
mean,
because
I've probably been there before, but it's been a long time.
me and Kay would be fighting over trying to eat each other's food.
I mean, no, well, see, we ball out. Like, like we tried to order. We went on, where was we at? Outer Banks. We went to happy hour. We tried to order every wing them motherfuckers had in there. We had a husky table. Man, we tried to eat all the wings in the back of that motherfucker, man. Like, it's enough to go around. As soon as it's
Right.
12 left, we need 3 more plates. Like, no, we not waiting. We not fighting over wings, baby. Eat your wing.
Right, whatever
Locationally,
you want.
you're more white than me. You've been to every white harbor in the world.
I told you, I've been around millionaires for a long time.
Okay.
He's like,
I know Kay probably brings you. She's like, it's me. But
No.
every time you're like, I'm like, oh
No,
my god,
it-
it's my white dream to go to Outer Banks. I've never been
Well,
there.
I mean, Kay's responsible for Outer Banks like a motherfucker. But
what's the difference between
I did
Outer
a
Banks
lot
and
before
Jersey?
Kay.
Like, what's the difference between your weekend at Outer Banks or the Jersey Shore?
the
the
beach house,
location.
the beach house with a fucking elevator in it with no riffraff for miles, and you could just walk straight from the pool to the beach from the fucking joint. Like,
It's all about the house. It's all about the house instead of the
it's
bars.
the cleanliness of the beach. It's the people that's around. It's the nobody gives a fuck what you're doing. Nobody's interfering with nobody because everybody has vested interest in their space.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it just is do what you want. Do what you want respectfully.
Yeah.
You know,
right.
within reason.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then go in the house and do what the fuck you want.
Again, yeah.
You see what I'm
Like,
saying?
I
But
love
at
it
the
there.
same time, like, it's a vibe, man. It's a vibe. I don't know if that's like I could make it a regular destination. But it's definitely something I would love to do again.
Is that like your favorite vacation you've ever been on? Like, what's your favorite vacation? you've ever
Nah. When I was growing up, my parents always had time sharing in Aruba.
Oh, fire.
been? Where was nice?
Yeah, like since like I guess late middle school or high school. But they had it for quite a while. And it was like them Aruba trips was always crazy because back then everybody didn't know about Aruba.
Mm-hmm.
Aruba was the quietest island and it was close to the equator, so if it rained for 2 minutes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So,
Thunderstorm. We ain't getting out the pool.
Yeah. Right.
Like
right.
by the time you dry off, it's over, you running back to the pool.
Right,
And we
that's
kids,
fire,
so we
yeah.
all just in the water. We wet already.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like,
yeah, let it rain.
and that type of shit, like as memories as a kid, because like I went to Jamaica, I went to Cancun, we did the cruises, I did a lot of like we was on a plane every year since I was born. But the Aruba memories, like I remember, I had as soon as we got back, I was filming after school special. So every night on vacation, I had to go back in the room around 8 or 9 o'clock and go over lines. It was the biggest headache in the world.
Lines.
It was a little lines. I had to read the script. I had to go through my script. I had a whole script on vacation because the week after I got back, I had to film a movie after school special.
What?
What is after school special? You keep referencing it
fire.
without me knowing what it is.
After school specials was like back in the day. There was these corny shows that used to come on TV. That used to teach kids things,
Mm-hmm.
but it used to usually surround kids or mainly have kid characters.
Mm-hmm.
They were cheesy, you know what I mean? But mine was like about salmonella and shit you get from not washing from leaving chicken around. Like it was like about that.
So what did
it
you
was
have to do?
real weird. I was one of the main characters. I was
It was
the
real
boy,
weird.
and I had a girl co-host, and we stayed at Penn State for a week and filmed on Penn State main campus.
But like, was it just
so
like?
funny.
Are you saying it was like a commercial or a whole episode about
it's
you
like
eating chicken?
it's like 20, 30 minutes long. Probably my mom still has it. It's on VHS. Like she used to show it in the school that I graduated from after I graduated. It was weird.
Her
That's
pride and joy
hilarious.
about salmonella.
I was in an NFL commercial during the Play Football campaign. I was playing flag football as a quarterback. I was in a child abuse commercial because they can't use real abused children.
Naturally, that makes
Like
sense.
you don't even think
That's
about that until
traumatic.
somebody
Yeah,
says it.
Sammy, if you're in
yeah.
trouble, just blink twice.
I mean, my dad whooped my ass, but
You're
I
like,
didn't get to
"But-"
complain
Yeah.
and tell nobody.
But that was
Should-
fine.
I wasn't abused though. But
Should, as an abused child,
no,
should I abuse my child?
See what
No.
I'm saying?
No.
You see what I'm saying?
no.
Clicks.
No, but-
Clicks.
No, if
He
you can
wants them.
identify it, see, no, knowledge is a burden, right? Ignorance is bliss. Once you identify that you were abused, then it's your job to correct the behavior. You just said that you're aware of it. Your parent may or may not have been, or they may have been doing what they know. You know different.
So should I spank my kid?
I mean, I think that
You gotta read the room. I feel like.
I think that
The room will always be the kid does not want to be spanked.
I
It's
think
never
what
gonna
I've
be-
always heard is every kid is different.
Mhm.
And what I remember growing up was me always getting my ass whooped and my sister never getting beat. And also, like, once a young lady gets past the point of beat, it's very early, way earlier than a boy anyway. But, like, she wasn't even doing the shit I was probably doing, and I'm a boy. This could get crazy.
Right.
And I'm a young black male out here, so everything I do is magnified.
And it's like also like your parents probably like obviously know that, and they are probably just like, all right, we gotta rough them up a little bit here so
You know
that
how
it's
much shit
not
I used
there.
to see white kids do on vacation? And I would do some regular shit about that and be like, yo, get down off of it. What are you doing?
Right, right,
Yeah,
You
white
know,
kids-
right.
white
you know
kids
how
are
they looking at
ballsy.
you?
right.
Dude, because white kids have cell phones, they can just call cops on you all the time. Like
No, this is before.
No, this is before that.
cell
It's
phone.
just
I'm
like-
40
now,
It's just
I'm
the-
about to be a dad now. I'm scared.
It's just the like it's just the content. Like
yeah, it's all in.
it's like
all
you live
contextual.
and especially then
Part of the reason I hate Jamaica, I saw racism from people at the resort. All right, basically, you in Jamaica.
Yeah.
All the staff is black, right?
Yeah.
Most of the staff is black, especially at the desk, right?
Right.
They would look over us to go to you.
Mm-hmm.
4 people behind us in line.
Mm-hmm.
And at first I didn't notice it. And then my dad got anxious.
right.
And my dad has a temper.
Right. He'd be like, nah.
So like him being cool is like, yo, what's wrong, yo? Like
Right.
like you still read it on him. And he had to explain that to me. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying?
Like
And
it's
then
just
I
like annoying.
I started seeing it. It's not annoying, it's beyond that.
Yeah. But it's
It's
like
beyond
once you
that.
see it, you can't not
But
see
once
it.
you it's like
Well,
so
you-
I could never really tell you that my favorite trip was Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause
This is a reoccurring theme.
So that was
My
when you
parents out
first
there
learned about
spending money. We
racism?
doing activities. No, I've been knew about racism. I never seen black people look over black people for white people.
Okay, so black on
That's
black
a
crime, bro.
different. That's a different thing.
All right.
right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a whole nother thing.
Right.
Yeah, Allen Iverson told me
I
about
would
racism.
expect it from somebody with blue eyes.
Yeah.
To be more specific.
Right.
Yeah, Maur.
It goes both ways. It's just it exists.
Yeah.
Like period.
It's a thing, and
It-
it's like you and y'all have heard this a million times. I'm constantly faced with that, but that was a different level of it and a different angle of it, and not to mention we're at a resort.
well, and you're like,
Like,
younger
this- you-
too, and like
You
you're
are
seeing
in the
your-
ultimate level of hospitality.
Yeah.
and you're like seeing your like dad who probably is always like here,
Mhm.
like want to keep it here, but you know he's like going here, and it's just like
Bro,
then
cutting the
you're-
line.
Two of the
That's
biggest
just, that would
times-
piss me off so much.
Two of the biggest times I've seen my dad go nuts was on vacations. One time, some other shit happened at an airport, and it was weird because the flight got canceled, and we ran around the airport to multiple different gates to where they was telling us we can get on another flight at, and by an hour or two later, there was no more white people running around with us.
right.
So now we're at a gate at a flight that we're supposed to be able to get on. They giving my dad a hard time. And I don't know what he was trying to get across, but he got disrespected and he slammed his head on the desk at an airport.
His hand?
Yeah, he
Or,
slammed
I
it.
thought you said head for a
No,
second.
his
I
hand.
was
He
like,
just slammed the desk like, cause like you're not listening to me. You know what I mean? Like out of
Yeah.
frustration.
right.
And they hit the button. And my mom made us run on that plane that he was trying to not get on. So he wouldn't get arrested.
Bro, I'm always scared of my anger because I don't
Like,
get angry.
That shit is crazy. I'm dragging my kids around. You ever remember the Randall Cunningham commercial with him running through the airport, the Philadelphia airport?
Yeah.
I felt like that. We was running hard as shit around this airport for hours.
Mhm.
And then wound up flying. The reason he didn't want to get on a flight, I remember now. We flew somewhere and there was no connecting flight. We had to get a rental and drive for 6 hours after all that shit. After being in the airport all day running.
Bro, when's the last time you got like that mad? Because I'm nervous to get mad. Like my girls only see me mad once, and it's like I'm kind of frightening when I'm mad to like other people because my voice is boisterous.
There's levels to my shit. I can get loud before I get mad, but when I start laughing and smiling and I stop talking, there's a problem.
Yeah, that's how I am. When I go nonverbal.
When I turn into the Riddler, there's a problem.
It's when I get loud that there's going to be a problem. I mean, I'm kind of loud now, but if I raise my voice, it's almost impossible to get me to raise my voice. But
I'm loud literally to be heard, not even to intimidate, because what I realized in my life is I can't out yell most people. Like, as much as my voice comes across loud when I do certain things, when it comes to passionate energy and shit, like, I can't go there. My voice starts shrinking. Like, I don't like yelling at people like in a moment where it might be something. You know what I'm saying? So I just, yeah, all right, okay, all right. But if I'm trying to be heard.
Yeah.
Trying to be heard.
Yeah. Yeah, I try to avoid. I usually will leave a situation if I feel like I'm going to yell because I know it never looks good when once you yell, you're almost always wrong. Because
only
it comes
because
off
it could always be, well, look how you're getting. But it's like, I've said this thing multiple times.
Yeah.
And even if I was talking to a 7-year-old, at some point I would get frustrated and say it a different way.
Yeah.
Doing that with an adult is fucking maddening. It's
crazy.
crazy.
Like you're not listening.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it's not misconstrued. I'm not talking about release. I'm talking about in the world.
Right.
Like clarity on respect, understanding, and boundaries should not take that much explanation.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at a certain point, it's like, yo, all I can do is say it so you can hear me. And after this, I'm going to have to leave you the fuck alone.
Well, that's my go-to. I'll just... Bye.
But I'm going to give it one more shot so you know I'm serious. But I can't intimidate with my voice and my head.
What's the
Not
fastest?
saying that's true.
What's the fastest way to make you angry?
Don't hear me. Disrespect me.
Mine's like repeating what I say. Like what's it called? Like
mimicking you.
That pisses me off.
You strike me as a mimicker.
I am not because I think it's so.
Don't he look like such a mimicker?
I understand what you think because of the way I look. I'm not gonna call it racist. Anyway, my brother and my sister used to mimic me.
I know you are, but what am I?
I am rubber, you are glue.
Motherfucker.
No, dude, that used to piss me off so much. Slurping soup will piss me off. Scratching a plate will piss me off. But mimicking, that drives me crazy.
But, like, to the point of rage, like, you want to fight if they don't stop.
Yeah.
Scratching a plate is not going to make you do that.
No, it'll irritate me. I could leave the room if you do it more than twice.
When's the last time you had a physical fight?
Oh, a long time ago.
You were a child.
No, I was probably like 17 or 18.
See?
Child.
She was a child.
But when I get mad, no, yeah, you really gotta push.
Nothing takes her there anymore.
You really gotta push. I'll just leave.
3 questions with that. Huh?
I'll just leave. If I'm unhappy in a situation or a place, I just leave.
I don't remember the last time. When's the last time you were physical? I can't remember.
Physical confrontation?
Probably 25, 26.
But I mean,
it wasn't as long ago as I would like
ago?
to say, actually. But I can't remember what it was. Do you
I
remember?
also...
Were you around?
It's blunt.
I don't know.
I also work in bottle service.
With your knee surgery right after that.
Oh, so a few years ago, I got hurt at work.
You had a knee surgery and then you fought.
Yeah, so this is what happened, right?
Yeah.
No, because this is actually an interesting story, right? It's weird. I had knee surgery. I got hurt at work. I had to have ACL surgery. I got the ACL surgery. I got the whole joint on that you get when you get from the ankle to the
That's like not a...
to the dick. You know what I mean?
That's a serious surgery.
Yeah. So my little cousin got married. So I went to the reception. You know, it was like barbecue style, so it wasn't too much strain. I could be comfortable or whatever. And then I got a ride back home. When I got home, my neighbor across the street was having a cookout, but nobody was in her yard. Everybody was spread out on a block. Cool, but it's a bunch of people sitting on my car with drinks on my car. And I caught flashbacks of being younger and my man having a bottle and kept putting it on my dad's trunk while he was talking. And when I woke up the next day, every ring was on that trunk and I had to do some fly shit with the paint to get it out. I couldn't just brush it off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, why y'all on my car? So I asked everybody politely to move while I'm struggling to get up my steps, right?
They were like, what, teenagers?
No, these are adults.
Adults.
They all got up.
Okay.
They moved. I get to my patio because I'm like, I'm about to just sit out here, smoke, and people watch because it's popping out there. Like, I'm going to just enjoy. They enjoy me because I'm not in a position to be in a mix. You know what I mean? And they get back on my car. So I'm like, yo, go get my keys out the house. My first plan was to hit the panic button and just be an asshole.
Yeah.
That's not being an asshole. They're being the asshole. That's logical.
I mean, yeah, that's like a good, actually a good. That's what I was thinking.
I just came from a reception, probably was a little tipsy, and I don't really play a lot. I got sick of waiting on my keys, so I walked down it.
Mm-hmm.
I walked down it. Excuse me, and sat on my trunk.
Right.
And somebody that was doing too much decides to mediate the situation. So the girl whose house it is, her people come over and she's talking to me and she's like, no disrespect, we trying to, and we're figuring it out. We're having a good dialogue. And then some dude walks up and he's like, fuck that, we ain't talking to him. We ain't got shit to say to him. And I'm like, yo, who the fuck is you? He said something, took his glasses off, I slid off the trunk and swung on him. Just kept swinging.
With one leg in a cast.
Next thing I know, I was choked up and it was crazy. But I never bent my knee, so I was good.
That's insane.
Yeah, I had people on my back and all that, and I sat on my patio, rolled another L, and laughed while my eye was bleeding a little bit right here, and my knee because I hit the it's a brick wall in front of my house, and I was trying to keep my knee straight, so I wound up scraping my other knee.
Dude, people
but
like
it was like fun. Like I was laughing. Everybody's mad at me. I was cracking up.
That's like the
because it's like how y'all trash me. Y'all stupid, and I fucked him.
You're
up.
like I only have one leg right now. Like and y'all still didn't get me.
I slid right on a good foot. Then his man was like, "No."
He's sorry. He didn't want to do that.
It was bad, man. But like that'd be the dumb shit. Clearly, like all right, I might have, shouldn't have went down there in that condition. But if I had two legs, I would have went down there, right?
Yeah, but dude, people like that.
How do you just change for a month? Like I'm in the cast for a month. I'm just supposed to not be me.
Well, no. I would have probably done the panic button too. What you were saying, or I would have just moved my car and been like, "You guys are assholes."
But I wouldn't even move. No,
I'm not moving my car.
No, I know. I'm saying like I would have been like, yeah.
I'm not moving my car in that situation. Panic button first.
I don't like conflict. I don't want to fight.
I don't either.
I love keeping my little happy
homeostasis. I love
honestly.
homeostasis.
So I'll just be like, no. Bye.
So I guess the thing that set me over the top is disrespecting but that's disrespect.
Yeah. Well, especially you already talked to them once and then they came back.
They went out of the ways to be assholes.
We're adults. Like, stop.
Right.
Like, what are you
people
doing?
are always like trying to prove shit, I feel like.
You know that's not her car. Not your car.
Right.
As an adult, you don't want to be on somebody's neighbor's cars. Like that's just common sense.
They sound like
to keep the party going, so that they don't call the police.
Just respect.
And I'm not trying to call the police to my block for nothing.
Yeah, they sound like teenagers to me. Like that was just disrespect for nothing.
But it wasn't. We good. But damn it, we went through 8 questions we didn't answer, and then I tell a long ass story about a fight. This is the worst podcast. Nah, I'm having a ball.
I work in bottle service, so sometimes like people will grab me or like touch me when I didn't ask to be touched, and that's my favorite because I don't get physical, but I get someone else to get physical. It's so fun.
I love that.
Girl
you from
privilege.
Philly?
I'm from Delaware County.
Delaware County? That's such a Philly girl. Like Philly girls don't like to be touched at all.
Well,
at all. Like you can't even. How you doing, sweetheart?
Oh, I'm a touchy person. No, like I'm good.
Yeah,
I believe in connection. You guys already know, like how I came in here and said I think we need 8 hugs a day. But
where did you get that from?
It's like
a kangaroo fact.
Too many hugs.
Yeah, it is a kangaroo fact.
It's like a kangaroo fact.
Exactly.
Do you mean
I made it up just to get more hugs? Honestly.
Do you mean 8 different people?
No, it can be the same person. Just 8 hugs.
I've went days when I was single without talking to it, without saying a word out loud, let alone 8
Hold
hugs.
up, you don't get 8 hugs. Your wife is, your woman is damn near about to pop a baby out. You're not 8 hugs a day now?
Oh, I am doing it now. I'm saying when I was single, I would barely. There was days where I want to say.
How often do you hug the feet?
The feet, with like you mean with my dick, or like you talking about massages?
I would never talk about your dick.
Why not?
It's not my
place. How would your dick hug feet?
No, the feet would hug my dick.
Biggs, thank you. Science.
Which means I didn't say that, right?
Yeah,
you see how he deflects? Check him out in full form. So,
When's the last time you gave her a foot massage?
You do the feet thing? Yeah, man.
Yeah, of course.
Kissing the feet and sucking the toes and...
I give back massages, you know. Not as much as I should. I'm going to say right now, not as much as I should, probably.
All right, so next week we're going to up that.
Yeah. I give her hugs constantly. I give her too much. She's annoyed by how much attention I give her.
I love to hear that. That's what I asked him the first time.
That's
and then he started talking about his dick.
No.
That was the question I initially asked.
No, he brought up his
pulling teeth.
I know.
He
We had
his
to go
dick first.
around the carousel to get back to where we started at. It's amazing. I guess it's a skill set.
Sure.
It's a control thing. He's used to controlling the momentum.
I know.
And when I start controlling it, he tries to create new momentum.
He's like, well.
It is weird to be a host of a podcast, then go on another podcast and not ask questions in response to other questions.
I don't mind the asking of the questions, and I actually haven't minded anything you did tonight. For real. We having a ball. But
I've answered all questions.
that's part of the thing. Like, I try to make this conversational, and this is for y'all and the audience. So it's funny that I'll be talking to somebody, and clearly I'm in control, so to speak. But when they be like, "Can I ask you something? I know you interviewing me, but I want to ask you." Like, we're having a conversation. You can just ask me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's
like,
what I'm saying. That's
I'm
why
not tripping.
I'm just like, isn't this like? He'll be like, the one day I had to like host, and he was like, "I'm so nervous." I'm like, "What the fuck do you mean you're nervous? I could talk to a wall." Like,
She's
we'll
done
be
it
fine.
before. Was it on a mushroom?
Have you ever edited your own
But I
episodes?
Huh?
Have you ever edited your own episodes? You, not Kay.
No.
Have you ever watched the full? Did you used to watch full episodes of yourself back?
Sometimes I do. See, this is my rule about watching me. I had to be drunk as shit.
Now,
Then I sit there and I grind myself the fuck up.
Does she give you
Yeah,
notes?
because I remember that. Like, I remember that I didn't like that shit so much, so I'll find a way to fix it.
You're
Does
hilarious.
I
Kay
watch
give you
myself
notes?
perform. I watch myself speak. I watch all type of shit when I'm drunk, and it's just me.
You're funny.
Does she give you notes?
No.
Because I found that I used to.
She gives me feedback. There's been episodes where I've gotten super drunk or I've done other people's platforms. I've been caught up in a lot of battle rap drama lately by accident. So I've done some platforms where like I filmed for an hour with the battle rapper and then we sat on somebody's platform for 4 more hours. And I'm out of my mind. And she's like, well, you was good up until a certain point. She'll tell me that shit. But like, it's at the same time, me being sipping with Sammie, I can't always be in control either. Like of my drunkenness. Like at some point, y'all got to see how I am when I'm out of my mind. Like I can't always be just enough
like,
drunk for camera.
It's in the title.
But I try to keep it decent for my guests so that we can get through what y'all got to get through without it just being about my drunk ass.
Right.
Yeah, I found that because I used to edit all the episodes for the first 100 and whatever episodes. I found that I used to say a lot. I've cut that completely out of my language somehow. Don't know how I did that. I used to ask. The reason I thought of this is I used to say I have a question. Obviously, you got a fucking question.
We're in a fucking conversation.
Yeah. So why would you even bring that up? So I
you know what you did to her?
Cut her off.
No, what you did to her tonight.
What did I do to her tonight?
Remember we was discussing the clips and the shorts and shit? He said, I cut out all your likes. So every time you said or like since then, they've heard it.
I say it a lot. I used to edit my own podcast and it would take me forever to edit. Because
Maur
I'd be like,
conversation.
No.
Most people have a crutch though.
Yeah,
most people have a go-to.
If you go back and if you start editing your clips, Kay knows what your crutch is. Kay knows the word that you use.
I know my crutches. I gotta hear them while it's being edited. I'm 4 feet away when they being edited. I be trying to watch some other shit and gotta hear me in the background. The last thing I want to hear is me.
I know people,
especially a conversation I know I had. Mind you, I forget half of them because I be drunk. But
I know people that aren't allowed to curse in their household growing up by the way they curse during the episode.
Right.
Because
they curse like children.
Well, there will be too long before the curse, or the curse will be lower than the rest of their words.
Because it's inflection based.
Because they're scared
I
to say it.
was not allowed to curse. And
I know.
I definitely curse.
I know.
How do you know?
By the ways I just said, when I'm editing clips,
I feel
know.
like I
Let's
curse
ask
all
the
the
bigger
time.
question. How does your family feel about the today you?
No, they like let me be me.
How do they feel about it?
I don't know. I think they think I'm lit. I don't know.
Your mom does not think you lit.
No, she does. My mom definitely does. I mean,
then your mom is the shit. Bring her on.
No,
I've been trying to get her on this podcast.
Yo, we should get your mom
$1,000
and my mom on the same episode.
that would be hilarious. My mom
Because
is
the
like,
world's been waiting for my mom.
Mara, I actually have an idea for
Littlest
a
angel
Not the world, but
I have an idea for a podcast with moms. Actually,
that's a good. I mean,
I want
I invited my mom over.
Getting everybody's mom's schedule.
I want Novak's mom on.
Getting
Sunday.
everybody's mom schedule linked up is gonna be so crazy. because we're used to being flexible for
Right.
content and shit. Getting moms to understand this is going to take a few hours. We're going to have to move around, and this is what we're doing. We might have to like just have an event and invite all our moms and throw them on camera.
Right. That's actually a good idea. My mom's always like, Maur talks about things I wouldn't talk about alone in a closet. She's like, I don't know where you came from.
Maur's mom.
So does she watch the pod?
Cute. She tries not to.
My mom
because she's like, I don't need to hear that you masturbated in a tanning bed. I'm like,
why is this
multiple
tanning bed
times.
episode so big?
That was
But
my first viral clip.
my mom used to show her
Everybody's
church
first viral
friends
clip is
my
with me.
videos I shot in the strip club.
That's
She used to
where
call
I'm
me
going
into
after
the room
this.
like, can you pull up that one you just did? I'm like, the one I just did or the other one? She's like, no, the one you just did. And these old women is watching these girls. Like, I still have nudity on YouTube in one of my videos.
That's fire.
Like
no bullshit.
someone's boob was out.
Both of them.
Both of them titties.
Both of them. They out. It was crazy. It was a great night.
It's crazy.
That's
My content, my clips are so like all my pages are so flagged from when I used to do previews because previews were crazy. And
Well, yeah,
why-
because you would cut like he was saying.
Exactly.
but
and
it's
you'd
the
make
best
it say,
editing
like,
you'll ever put your eyes on.
He'd make it be like, I put a plunger in my asshole. It's like, that's not what
Not
was
what
said.
he said.
She just said it though. She just said it.
Yeah, but we're gonna let it lie how it is, like as an example,
Exactly.
as a reference point.
Go back to it. She put a plunger in her asshole. Did it suck? Did it pull?
You like the guy at Barstool?
I'm like a guy at Barstool.
The owner boy. What's his name?
Dave Portnoy.
She knows that
I
is his
work
name.
at Barstool.
Portnoy.
Yes.
Then I'll stop there.
Right, exactly. I'm like,
The reason his
No,
company
but I
works
don't-
is
no. Actually, to be honest, it wasn't from a dangerous place that I was saying it. It's like the etchy shit don't bother you. Like it's like I'm good. Like fuck it.
it just is.
Yeah, it wasn't from a political or cancel whatever problems he has. I really don't know.
Yeah, no, he
I really
just
don't
doesn't
know.
give a fuck.
Yeah, I heard that,
Yeah, he
but like
doesn't.
I don't click on the article.
Right, right.
All I know is that Gilliam over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all I really know. And I know that I am Barstool also, so that was always a parallel. That was like, fuck y'all. But you know, not in a real way, but in a like y'all got away with it first.
Right, right, right.
Yeah.
I've always thought that would be the best connection for our show would be Barstool. Because I have
Well,
a similar sense of humor to a lot of the guys over there.
You got the golden ticket. Then you can bring me on Brian's.
I'm working. It's funny because we're actually like, so I work at the Barstool in Philly, the Sampson Street Bar, and I've been doing their merch for them.
Dope.
And we just made these like
Because
little.
she got the experience. Because she got her own brand.
We just got these like little crop tops, and they have like little different sayings on them. And like one of them is like, your dad is my cardio, and then the other one is like, goblin mode activated, and then she's like, okay, we also want to do like a red flag enthusiast. And I'm like, I personally cannot afford any more red flags in the vicinity of my existence.
You can make the shirt.
I made the shirt, but I also made a green flag enthusiast shirt too.
That's hard because
Because
a
that's
double
my
entendre.
vibe. Yeah.
Triple entendre.
So and my manager's like, I just love that, like, that's how your brain works. And like most people, like, she's like, toxicity sells. I'm like, well, positivity hasn't been offered. I'm
Positivity
like,
is,
so-
but you'll never see it because nobody wants to see it.
Shout
That's
out to
not
Sunny
true.
Break On the Scene magazine, a positive platform for our community. The light skinned lady behind me.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
That's one
Like,
of her businesses.
That's like my business is called Fairy Garden, but it's literally just like all about like, I'm just like, why does toxicity sell? Like, it doesn't though. Like it does, but because no one has like asked for another option. So I'm trying to present another option.
If there was a newspaper article you saw, well, actually, it'd be an article online. Joe Biden has the best day ever. Joe Biden kills a puppy. What would you click on?
Those are two
What would you click on?
No, listen, that
I really
only
wouldn't care
works
about
if
the
you
puppy.
said
You so
Joe
dog
Biden.
heavy.
Yeah, like also that. It's
I'm doing it for her.
no, those are not equal. It would be like either Joe Biden got a new puppy or Joe Biden killed a puppy. Those are equal. Or you could say Joe Biden had a good day and Joe Biden had a bad day.
Right.
Which one? Those you can't.
That was
pick
weird.
Two totally different things.
I just gave you two.
No, he
examples.
just cares more about
You get what I'm
dogs.
saying?
She
He
didn't
didn't
answer the
mean to
question.
do it.
I
He was
would click.
subconscious. He was drinking.
I would click the Joe Biden had a good day one.
No
Actually,
way.
I wouldn't even look at a newspaper to
You
be
know the
honest.
irony of that?
What's that?
Y'all know who Ice Cube is, of
course.
What's his biggest record?
I don't know.
Today Was a Good Day.
It's a good song.
You know what he said about that record? All of the homies in the studio said, no. And he said, damn, a motherfucker can't have a good day.
Right.
And
I'm
it's the
saying.
biggest record from one of the biggest artists in the world.
I actually need to put that on Fairy Garden Radio.
Yeah, look up.
Because-
Express
he
Yourself,
says
my
it.
favorite song by him.
He said it. You can find the interview when he says it.
But also that song. Like,
Yeah,
so
Today Was a Good Day.
I have this playlist. It's called Fairy Garden Radio. It's on Spotify. And it's literally...
Ooh, I got a song for you.
Okay, we'll
Do
have
it.
to do it.
Explain
So, basically, it's all
Not one of mine.
songs
Somebody else.
worth singing.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I don't... To me, like, when I think about artistry and, like, music, and I think about, like, let's just say Ice Cube, like, making that song. It's
Mhm.
like, okay, you wrote the song. You thought the song.
Mm-hmm.
One. You wrote the song.
Mm-hmm.
You recorded it probably 150, 200 times or something crazy because you
Mhm.
want it to be whatever way
Perfect.
you want it to be. Then your producer is producing on it.
Mm-hmm.
You have all your friends listening to it now in the studio. Like, that's just 5 energy streams.
Mm-hmm.
Like, income
music. I understand
streams.
exactly
You know what I
you're
mean?
talking about. Mhm.
Then it's like I'm putting it out.
Mhm.
Now all these humans that are just existing in the world are singing the song.
One of the biggest videos of the year.
And it's like, that's so much energy. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but so many people talk about like hate or heartbreak or like crime and like hustling, but like hustling in a not
Bad way,
a good
right.
way. It's like that's so much energy, and then everyone's like so confused. Like, why do we keep experiencing X, Y, and Z? Like, do
you consume
you
with it.
realize how much like you're watering that plant? Like, that's crazy.
Hey, can you do me a favor? Look at what song was bigger, Fuck the Police or Today Was a Good Day.
Fuck the Police was not an Ice Cube song. That was an NWA song.
Was he in there?
It was NWA.
Racism.
Was he in there?
It was an NWA song.
Oh, is it wasn't he in
Bro,
there?
this is an entity attached to Dr. Dre and Eazy-E. They are not comparable.
Wait, I was way
But
off.
we can get the response though. KO look it up, but it's literally.
Why did I think Ice Cube was in NWA?
Huh?
He was not in.
Was in NWA.
Yeah,
Okay,
It was
all right,
not
so-
solely his song. People that look up NWA hear that song. People that look up Ice Cube are not as vast as the people that look up the whole group.
Right.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, that's not fair. You apples and fucking
Potatoes. Apples
bike
and
tires.
potatoes.
Apples and bike tires.
True. Even.
Like, you are ridiculous with your comparisons, yo. You reach guy.
Real accurate.
Reach guy.
Real accurate.
Nah, I'm having a ball with y'all. I'm almost mad we gotta cut this off soon. But I had something that I thought was important to ask. Next steps, next levels, the next thing makes the next twist that you guys are gonna put out there, regardless of the TV show or whatever picks up the Barstool situation. Do y'all have plans? What are y'all working to that y'all can give us, and do your plans align?
So questions I've been asking without asking him yet.
What question are you asking me?
I haven't had the conversations with you.
What is the conversation?
What the fuck are we doing?
So I'm about to have a kid, so I'm in the midst of like
Watch this.
trying to figure out what to do next, right? Like
Yeah.
we've cut down the episodes to hours. They used to be an hour and a half to 2 hours, which is obviously a long time in the studio, a long time means a lot of money.
I
right?
watched a lot of shit for 4 hours, but go ahead.
So I'm trying to figure out what the next step is as a dad because I've never been a dad. Dads are that's a lot of money. A podcast, if you don't know, is a lot of money and time. So I have to figure out those things. Those are the things I'm trying to figure out now. Obviously, there's going to be a step back for a short period of time. How long that short period of time is, I don't know because I've never been a dad.
Is there a merch plan?
Merch.
She has a clothing line. She's making merch for everybody the fuck else.
I agree.
I have an old Love and Then What t-shirt. I could use an upgrade.
Yeah.
I could use an upgrade.
I've asked her to.
That was a simplified. It was just a
Oh,
logo
yeah.
on the shirt.
Yeah.
It's not envisioned the way that she do her thing.
Right.
Yeah. I've asked about the whole like putting Love and Then What merch on her website. But me and her only see each other
You gotta
for like,
design the merch first.
oh, bro, I'm
Or
good. I can-
collab on it or something.
Yeah.
Well, I just started.
Because this can go on and sell while you're sitting still.
Yeah, right.
This is something you can do while you're falling back.
Right.
I've actually some ideas for shirts and jerseys. Jerseys specifically.
What kind of jersey? Baseball, football?
It would probably be like Kelly Green, like Eagles.
I just put out.
So they would be football jerseys?
So it would be like team divorced, team single, like relationship.
Oh my goodness. Depressing.
Yo, team happy? Is that what you want to hear?
No, but like, who wants to buy clothes that's only based on these relationship status?
Well, it's just close to the.
But it's love and then what? So I get it.
It's closely related to that. Yours is. Who wants to put out merch that's just about drinking? I can say the same thing to you.
No, but see, it's not just about drinking. I'm giving you the necessities to do it the right way. But,
I'll tell you what I want.
My point is, there's more. She's more creative with her approach.
In which way?
You can get the same message across. You can still have a divorce joint, but it doesn't just say team divorced.
That's just like
that's like team
clever.
Newly free.
Like it could be something fly as opposed to just team divorced, team single, team never ready.
Those are just examples.
No,
I didn't.
Team can't get right.
Saying, though,
team can't get right actually might be a dope team. But anyway,
this is
I won't charge you for that. Just hold on to that.
About the seeds that are being watered.
That's why I'm asking y'all about the conversations in the future, because I think that y'all make a great team. I think that you provide him balance when he lets you, and I think that
she tries to cancel me from within all the time. We're going.
I think that your
what
platform
cancel you from within. What does
I think
that mean?
your platform is dope and has a dope thing going on and a great following, to where like, baby or not, we got to figure out deliverables during that time also. And I don't want to take none away from your kid, but sometimes you might just got to open her email and give her feedback. You ain't got to schedule time together all the time.
So my idea,
my
idea would be, she has a great looking apartment. Is to record
down the street from here.
So you want to record there?
Yes, correct.
Oh, I'm popping up on y'all. Crazy.
Just come over, drunk.
Neighbor.
The idea that would cut away any thing I have to put.
Expense is a big part of it for you.
Expense is a huge part. I don't make a lot of money. I don't know if you know this, but I know people think I make a lot of money. I don't. I don't know why everyone thinks that. Like, people just think I have money.
Love and then what is a cash cow? If you design a fucking... Anyway.
I think we have a great logo.
That's my point.
I think we have a great logo, honestly.
I'm not against your logo. I'm talking about, like, branding and merch is a whole nother thing. Like, even me, I put my logo on a bunch of tees.
Yeah.
The next design that I'm working on does not look like the last one at all. It's bigger than just being my logo, because now there's things attached to that logo that we can exploit.
Mm-hmm.
But in exploiting it, it has to be cool. It can't be super, like, specific to the point where it's like, I'm an alcoholic.
I need help.
That's some 1988 t-shirt, right? But it could say sipping. I can even put it on a baby.
Sipaholic.
I could even put it on a baby bib and say sipping.
Sipaholic.
Sipaholic is dope. But these are reflections on the thing. It's bigger than saying I'm alcoholic.
Right.
You're literally saying single, divorced, nude.
Those were just jumping. Nude. That's a good point. We can cut the boobs out. It'd be like an M shirt. Like
nude would be irony because it's a garment. Anyway.
Like a McDonald's.
Let the people know how to keep up with y'all. I'll be to talk to y'all.
All right, y'all. Check us out on Loving That One on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, we're on there. Check out Maur on
Instagram and TikTok. My Instagram is MarBXO. People keep introducing me as that, and I'm like, it's not my real name. But
I get that too.
Do some research.
That's my two platforms, and and then I have Fairy Garden Mindset. It's on Instagram and TikTok also.
Since we talked over you the whole episode, I'm gonna let you get a final word, man. What you want to tell the people, real quick? Give them some wisdom. Give them some fairy dust before you go. Man.
Here we go. Everyone bow down to Maur.
No, my thing right now is the what would love do, like with everything. So like, that's like what I'm trying to give to people right now. It's like, figure out what love is to you, and then like try to do your best to stay in that space throughout your life, and then you'll just have an easier time and like enjoy your existence better.
I'm rolling with it, man. That's what we go with. That part in that order. This is Sipping with Sammie. I am Sipping with Sammie. Sam Malone, Barstool, Rug. If you ain't sipping with Sammie, you ain't sipping right. Please get your fucking life together.
That'd be good. Old Facebook. Is that MySpace?
Hey, what are we doing Sunday? You said something about Sunday.
What?
Avalanche music. Avalanche music. Woo. Sammie. Maur. Barstool. Woke up, inspired to vibrate higher. Grab lighter, smack ass shower, refresh the manpower. Auto start, no sweat, right in front the steps. Made rights, made lefts, check mirrors every step. Chevy wet, black, left met to little bro. Tint black, sunroof open, but guess what's in the dough? Ironically, you can never tell. She smoking, vibing, smiling, shining ass, she in hell.
Fly with me, ride with me, touch the sky with me, shine with me. Live my life the way we in my dream. Fly with me, ride with me, touch the sky with me, shine with me. Live my life the way we in my dream.
I told you that my presence was a gift. Open it right in front of me, I hope you like it. I hope you excited, cause I couldn't go and buy this at no store, cause it's priceless. You know how they say the time is. You gotta watch how you spend it now. It's getting expensive now. Got a nigga counting every minute down. You gotta cherish every moment for your day atonement. Before your body in that casket and it's laying dormant.
Fly with me, ride with me, touch the sky with me, shine with me. Live my life the way we in my dream. Fly with me, ride with me, touch the sky with me, shine with me. Live my life the way we in my dream.
Fly with me, we go to Saturn and back. And probably land on the moon, cause it don't matter the black. We never notice a loss till it's after the math. But we gon' get it back, worry about it after the fact. Matter of fact, no need to pack, we fly first class. Like it's advisory, that's too far to search at. Cause it's way bigger than me giving you things. When it's private, I'm the pilot that's gon' give you